Hello Internet, I am Janok, and I'm going to finish my Day 1 territory battles in the dark side planet of Mustafar. I will start with the single tune mission for Lord Vader. It's a easy full auto, almost regardless of modding. So long as you're not unmodded, it should be a full auto. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't seen someone go 1 out of 2 on this before, but it's rare. It's almost a certain 2 out of 2. And the second wave is basically just a waiting game for him to go into ultimate. You're pretty much not going to win until Lord Vader gets to ultimate, which means I'm not positive that you can win this if you just recently unlocked your Lord Vader and you don't have your ultimate unlocked yet. You may not be able to win this one. I have not tried it without ultimate, but I do know that once you hit ultimate in this second wave, that's when you start really taking some big chunks out of Jedi Master Kenobi's health, and it's a pretty quick and easy win after that. So if you don't have your ultimate unlocked on Lord Vader yet, you may need to wait for that to happen before you can get a 2 out of 2. You should still be able to get a 1 out of 2 at least. So now we will move to the left combat mission. I like to use my Inquisitor team here. I use Reva and Grand Inquisitor, and then 7th, 5th, 8th. If you have Marrok, it becomes an extremely easy full auto, but I like to save my Marrok for my Baylan team. So now this is pretty much a full auto team, but you need to target the Droideka first, and then you can put it on full auto. I've become one of my buddies, Topcom, can confirm that I've been resistant to the whole full auto thing, but since I picked up a second account, I've become a lot more open to the full auto way of running things, just as a matter of time savings. And a lot of people uh, lead busy lives, and they need to reduce their footprint inside the game. So the more fights that you can run full auto in general, the better off that can make it for a lot of people. So to that effect, there's a website, swgohrote.com, that some really great people have made. Not myself. Tip of the hat to the people who actually made the ROTE.com website. I'm going to take it off auto because they are doing way too much damage with those remaining B2s. Let's see. We'll use her third special. That should kill both of them off. Okay, now we should be in a much better spot. They're starting to worry me, killing off a couple of my guys. We're going to use the third special to give us our bonus protection. I'm going to put the armor shred on to get him I'm even going to put the torture on him just to make sure he dies. That normally runs a lot more smoothly. I'm going to save the dispel. Yeah, we'll get rid of Newt's little debuff there. Again, we're going to save the dispel. I'll use the event special to put ability block on people. Use the basic to save his ability block. More bonus protection with the third. Some armor shred sounds good. Basic since he's stunned. I really don't care what that droid is doing. I just care about Newt. And kill him off the first time. Do some ability blocks. Okay, we can see him again, so go after him. I'm going to do her basic for ability block. Oh, he already had ability block. Oh, well, doesn't matter. We'll use her big hit. Yeah, put it on auto. 3-on-1. This guy's no threat. Alright, so we will move on to the next battle. I always like to work left to right. This is where I use my Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. If you have Angry Ray, this becomes an extremely easy fight. I don't have... Well, I do, but she's not relicked up yet. So I'm going to be using Kylo Ren Unmasked, Hux, Sith Trooper, and First Order Officer. My Angry Ray is only Relic 1. Fairly soon I should have her relicked up, and then this will be a much easier fight. You want to make sure that you poke Droideka first. You want to try and get him killed off as quickly as possible. We'll pass the turn back to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and just do a basic to kill him off. I'm going to call the Mass Assist on B2. I like to get him down so that he can stop dispelling all of our buffs. I was hoping to get him dead before that. All right. Well, since we have that, I'm just going to use his Sith Troopers AE to kill off that last stack of B2. I don't need to pass the turn to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. He's about to take a turn. So we'll just go ahead and do the AE here. And we'll take out some stacks. We're at max ultimate, so we're just going to go ahead and drop into ultimate here. Let's do the special here. Really don't like them killing off a whole lot of people. Well, unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do about it. We're going to do the middle to try and get rid of the taunts so that we can go after B1. He's about to take a turn, so I'm going to stun him, and then we're going to go after B1. I'm not too worried about the Magna Guard, but I would like to take B1 out. So we're going to do the swipe here to take stacks off of B1. Do the AE here to take stacks off of B1. And I'm going to go back into ultimate, take the last stacks off B1, and pretty much kill everyone. I like to enter the second wave in ultimate if possible. That way, every once in a while, they will be able to kill off your Kylo Ren Unmasked. And if they can kill him and they start targeting your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, things can go downhill pretty fast. So it's good to enter this second wave in ultimate and early in ultimate, so you've got several turns if possible. I'm just going to go in and do a swipe so I can get more power up my ultimate meter. Let's do a basic here since it doesn't really matter. And see here they're doing a pretty good job. He's in the yellow. So let's go ahead and poke. Get him stunned. He will start ramping his health up, and if he is able to start ramping his health enough before Spy comes and does a big hit and is able to kill him off, then normally you're okay. So at this point, yeah, his health is ramping. He's okay. So yeah, we're out of the danger zone. They can't really kill off Kylo Ren unmasked, and they can't get rid of his taunt anymore. They don't have any buff immunity or anything like that will allow them to do that. So it doesn't matter what buttons you hit at this point. We'll just put it in full auto. You're in an unlosable position if you get here. But if you weren't here, if they did perhaps kill off your Kylo Ren unmasked before you could get to this point, then you would just have to try and do a judicious amount of using Supremely Kylo Ren's poke while still doing his swipe enough so that you could get his ultimate meter up to full, so that when he came out of ultimate, you could immediately go back into ultimate, because when he's in ultimate, he doesn't take damage. But like I said, where we are right now, you can see that Kylo Ren unmasked health is ramping up, and he gets to a unkillable position. All right, we'll move to the last combat mission, where I use my mercenaries, and this is where I do use my Marrok. So I use a Baylan lead with Shin, and Marrok, and then you can throw in essentially any two other mercenaries. I like to use Hondo and a lot of times I'll throw Ninth Sister in here. But I guess she's not a mercenary, and I thought she was, so I'm going to use Jango instead. We don't really need a tank. And the point of having mercenaries is anytime a mercenary does a special, they call Marrok to assist. The potential danger is if they decide to focus down Marrok early on, this team just folds like wet tissue paper. Because without Marrok's amazing amount of damage, you're not going to win. But Baylan is a tank, so this is the team we're going to use. We're going to take in Jango. He's a mercenary. He's got a couple specials. We're going to go right after Droideka, and his third special here dispels buffs. So we'll do that, because you really want to kill off Droideka if possible. I'm going to go ahead and do the special. I was really hoping... that coupled with... Normally you do a basic here, because Marrok does a lot more damage on his basic than he does on his AE. But his AE is going to kill off Droideka, and that's the important thing, is killing off Droideka. Droideka is the main worry in this whole thing. So from here on out, without Droideka being there, it's not too awful. I'm actually going to target the guy with more health, because we're pretty sure to kill him. And we're just going to do a basic and call Marrok, or call in, Marrok. Because Shin, everyone else has to do a special, but Shin calls someone to assist on hers. So he can attack out of turn, so do I want... No, we're going to go ahead and kill off the guy who's taunting. We'll just go ahead and do a special, and that should be enough to kill him off. And so then now we can just go ahead and target B2 down directly. No one has a huge amount of turn meters, so we're just going to do some basics here. We're not going to waste the special calls. We want to save those for next round. Her basic calls an assist. And now we're going to target the B1 and get its stacks down. Install, again, all basics. Let's see at the widget. So she's going to go. And then he's going to go. So I'm going to use her to call Marrok. That'll probably kill him off, yeah. And then we just do a basic here. Yep. Easy peasy. So now in the second wave, Droideka is the danger, but equally, potentially more dangerous is Wat. Because Wat throws techs on people, and he can revive people. So I'm going to use a special here targeting Wat. So we just did a whole bunch of damage. So now we only need one more hit on Wat. I'm going to go ahead and use a special to call in Marrok. I do feel like he should attack there twice, because he should attack once because you called him in, and then another time because he assists on specials, but for some reason he only attacks once on that. I'm going to use the middle to make sure that he comes in. Let's see. Can she dispel buffs? I think she stuns. Alright, well, guess we'll use the stun one because I don't want him to take another turn. And he didn't get stunned, but it was enough to kill him. I will go ahead and... The taunters are dead. I'm going to put captive on Droideka, so now he can't take a turn. We can kill everyone else off, and then we can take Droideka out last. You want to be careful with that Droideka, or with that captive from OG Hondo, because if you kill off... He only has one stack of ransom there. And if you kill off whoever has captive before OG Hondo has 10 stacks of ransom, which he gets that whenever he does a basic, then he will leave the battle. So you're going to lose OG Hondo. But I'm going to kill B2 and B1 first anyways. So it doesn't matter. Let's go again and target B2 until he's gone. And then I'm going to target B1 until he's gone. So even if we... So you can see there, Droideka finally took a turn. So when the target who's captive takes their turn and captive wears off, then OG Hondo gets 10 bonus stacks of ransom. So now OG Hondo is at 12 stacks. So he will not lose... will not lose that now. So unfortunately, he still has damage immunity, but here it's Baylan's turn, and his third special there dispels buffs. So, and we just call him Marrok in for the finish. There are some mechanics to learn for this fight, but once you understand them, it's a pretty easy, near 100% win. All right, and so we're up to our final fight to see if we can get perfect waves for today. The fleet mission in Mustafar here isn't too hard. You want to use the Executrix. You're going to take in TIEAdv. We want to switch to our Scythe ships because you want Mark 6 as your other starting ship. And then we're going to take in, we have to take in Scythe, obviously. We're going to take in Defender and tie in Interceptor, and then the Emperor Shuttle. And you can flip a coin. You can make a case for Imperial TIE Fighter. You can make a case for Gauntlet. You can make a case for Imperial TIE Bomber. I kind of like having an extra tank. But Gauntlet for the extra heal could be a good thing too. This is what we're going to go with. The AI on the enemy is going to target your Mark 6 a lot. There is some RNG that can happen poorly. If they focus down your Scythe, you simply can't get out of it. They do that once in a while. Not very often. You can see here they did the normal thing and they targeted my Mark 6. So you want to go after Sunfac and use the special to ability block him. We're going to try and target Sunfac as much as possible. Use the special here, which is going to put marked on him. You're going to use the AE. We'll spread out some damage, get some more ability blocks. Okay, so now we're back to Mark 6's turn. We're just going to do a basic here. That'll give him 10 more stacks. So now he's up to 12. Oof. So they did target my Scythe more than they normally do. You really want to use the middle special here to get stacks of formation. But if I don't heal myself, I'm going to die the next... I have to heal myself because Scythe is kind of critical to this. So if I don't heal myself, he's dead on the next turn. So as important as it was to get the stacks of formation, I need to delay that by a turn. So back to Sunfac, use the special. And we're just trying to focus down Sunfac as much as possible. It would be easier if we had these stacks of formation, which we'll get now. So you get more stacks of formation for every buff you dispel. So they've got an awful lot of buffs, so we're going to get a lot of stacks of formation right now. Call in TIE Defender. He's always going to be your first reinforcement. And you're going to use the special to stun. Normally you try and stun Hyena Bomber. He would be taunting, but he wasn't taunting here. We're just going to do a basic here to get 10 more stacks. And keep hammering on Sunfac. Do the Mind buff from Tarkin to give everyone offense up and all the rest of the good buffs. Keep going after Sunfac. Kill him off. Okay, now we're going after a Hyena Bomber. Two things you can do here. You can either do the middle buff to give the middle ability here to give yourself 10 more stacks, or you can use the third ability to debuff them all heavily. I'm going to do the third ability to debuff them all heavily. They're unresistible, it slows them down. And now we're going to hammer on Hyena Bomber. Who are we going to heal? We're going to go ahead and do the heal on TIE Advanced since he's down in the yellow. And they've got a decent buff, so now when we do the middle buff, we're going to get a lot of stacks of formation, which is going to increase our damage. We'll call in TIE Interceptor as our next reinforcement. Do his third special for some AE damage. Go ahead and try and stun Hyena Bomber. All right. We'll go and do the ultimate. Ultimate's a good thing to do whenever it's up. Basic. Oh, I was hopeful that would kill him off, but it was close. That should kill him. All right. And this one I'm targeted on right now is definitely a real Vulture droid. I'm not sure about the one on the right is a fake. The one on the left might be a real, but this one definitely is. We're at 7 stacks, so since we're under 10, we can do a basic and get 10 more stacks. Do a basic for big damage, a basic for big damage, and okay, so the two on the right are both fakes, so the one on the left is the only one we need to kill to finish off this round. Do the mind buff for more damage. Does anyone need healing? I'm actually going to heal up Scythe himself. He doesn't have any protection left. Do a basic, and that'll finish it off. The other two are fakes, so once you kill the real ones off, the fakes die. And that's perfect waves on day 1. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to try and figure out OBS Studio for the first time so that I can record off the computer, so you can stick around, and if I get that figured out, you can watch my second account runs, where most of the teams I use are full auto. It's I don't know if I want to say it's an account. They're both about the same GP, but his more of that account's GP is invested in useful teams, whereas JNOC has an awful lot of GP invested into useless operation tunes. But anyways, if I don't get that video up, you can come back tomorrow and watch my day 2 combat missions. Thank you for watching.